Hello everyone and welcome back to TGR, that's Gaming Robo. Now everyone, listen up. We are about to start the second season of SM20 mode with Liverpool. Now before I carry on, the last time we saw each other was at the end of the transfer window in January. So we played a couple of games in February. And we saw that Liverpool were top by 1 point with, I think it was about between 9 to 11 games left of the season. And we were still in the Champions League. Well, in the Champions League, we got knocked out by Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, we had beaten them at Bayern Munich Stadium 2-1. And they came to us. We were drawing... Sorry, no, I lied. We were winning 1-0 at half time, so I made a few changes. And they came back in the second half and beat me 4-1 on the night. Unfortunately, 5-3 on aggregate. So it was a match to forget, of course. But we were still in the running for the Premier League. We were top. And then all of a sudden I started to get some injuries, and my season took a turn for the worse. And this was the standings right here. We finished second on goal difference by 3 goals. 3 goals. We lost the Premier League title. Now, my message was, am I the new Klopp or am I just a flop? Yes, I was a flop. In the first season of SM20 managing Liverpool, I was a flop, but I am here to redeem myself now in the second season. So we've done a few transfers, got rid of a few people, and I want to show you, first of all, before I show you the new signings I brought in, I'm going to show you the fixtures that I've had with the friendlies. Now the friendlies come in automatically, and for some reason with this game, you just play friendlies against Premier League teams. Why? I don't know, but it happens. It's not a bad thing. So we beat Tottenham 4-1. We beat Manchester City 4-0. We beat Manchester United 1-0. So it shows what I've done with the team. Vast improvement. Vast improvement. Now, before I show you the team, Firmino has gone. Yep, Roberto Firmino has left Liverpool Football Club. Jordan Henderson has left Liverpool Football Club. And a fair few reserve stroke youth players which they were not going to reach their potential, which is what I needed for them to do. So I got rid of the ones that weren't going to hit the heights that I need them to do. So I'll show you what the team is looking like now. Becker still in goal, Van Dijk, Gomez, Matip, Robertson and Alexander, they're still there. Keita, Fabinho, still there. Mane on the left, Salah on the right, in the middle, but Kylian Mbappe is at right forward. He cost me £155 million. £155 million. Have a look at him there. 92 average. He's wearing the number 7 shirt. If I go into the club, go to squad, so it'll be easier to actually show you the stats of theirs. So I said Kylian Mbappe first, so we'll go to Kylian Mbappe. That's his stats. You read it and weep. Stamina amazing, work rate really good, pace amazing, strength amazing. It's what I needed. Unfortunately, he is excuse me, he is injured. So my next signing, Vinicius Jr. Now, if I recall, I think I got him for £45 million. Stamina, brilliant. Work rate, brilliant. Pace, brilliant. You notice I'm looking at certain characteristics of a player, especially when it comes to the strike force. I'm looking at a certain stamina rate, certain work rate, certain pace, because they're going to be running. for the whole 90 minutes. So then we go up to Jack Greenish. Now, to be honest with you, I brought him in purely because I needed someone to come in the centre midfield role. And the players that I was looking at, I didn't have enough money to go out and get them. So Jack Greenish is 24 years old, he's 72 rating. With the training facilities we have here at Liverpool, he will turn out to be a really good player. Renato Sanchez, 79 rating overall, age of 22. Stamina, work rate, 91. Pace and strength, 81. Once again, I'm looking at a certain characteristic, because he's a centre mid. Certain characteristics need to be fulfilled to what I think is viable for a fantastic Liverpool side. And lastly, see if I pronounce it right, Indica. I think it's Indica or Indica, one of the two. But I brought him in purely because obviously we got 3 outstanding defenders in Gomez, Matip and Van Dijk. And I'm thinking to myself, what happens if one of them gets injured? I can't just rely on putting Fabinho in the centre-back role, because he can play centre-back as well. I can't rely on putting Fabinho in centre-back. I needed someone. So with the defenders, I'm looking at aerial ability. I'm looking at the strength. I was wanting someone with better stamina and better work rate, but that will come with him. He's 20 years old and he's rated at 75. So that is the team that we have brought together. Now, going back to the tactics side of things, I'm going to have to play Vinicius Jr, but Vinicius Jr is preferable on the left, and I know Mane is preferable on the left as well, but I'm going to have to bite the bullet on that front. So we've got, this is the team. This is the team that this season is going to win the Premier League. So we're going to go continue to that game. First game of the season, Wolverhampton Wanderers. We'll go to play the match for this one. We'll do a fast match for the second match of the season. Now, looking at the friendlies so far, it shows quite telling reports, obviously, the way that the team is playing, which is really, really good to see. Now, just so you know, the European Champions League winners was Bayern Munich. The winner of the Europa League was Arsenal. So the European Super Cup was obviously Bayern Munich and Arsenal. And Arsenal won. They won the European Super Cup. But look at Naby Keita. 1-0. Naby Keita for Liverpool, starting the season on a good note, pushing towards this Premier League title for this season. But yes, so Arsenal beat Bayern Munich in the European Super Cup. If I remember rightly, it was 1-0 actually as well. Now, you see, the other factor was the FA Cup was Chelsea versus Everton. Everton won 2-1, if I recall rightly. 2-0. Mo Salah. Sorry. But yes, Everton beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final, so they were winners once again of the FA Cup. The last time they did win the FA Cups when they beat Manchester United 1-0. With, I think it was the year when Blackburn won the Premier League, and it was the year when Man United actually ended up with nothing. So yes, I mean, and obviously it was Everton versus Manchester City in the Community Shield, and Manchester City did win 1-0 in that game. Now, I'm not going to make any changes to the second half. Now, I mean, I can see Robertson's not really rated very well at this moment in time. The same goes with Alexander, Arnold, and Van Dijk. But what I've got to think about is the two wide wing-backs may not have had much of the ball, so going to give them a bit of a chance for the second half here. Now, it may not be a clever move to get rid of Henderson or Firmino, but I mean, Firmino, yes, he won the Golden Boot, but a lot of the times he wasn't scoring any goals at all, and there were games where we'd lost, which would have made a huge difference if he turned up and scored a goal. But well, you know what happened. Obviously, that wasn't the case. That didn't happen. Now I'm going to bring on my new defender. He's going to come on for Matip. Just double check what is his situation as a stopper. So yeah, that's cool. Confirm with that for the time being. Give Fabinho a little bit of a rest as well as Matip. "25 minutes to go. Surely we can get another couple of goals in." Do another substitution in the 80th minute. Okay, so we'll bring Brewster on. What's Brewster's preferred role? Finisher. And put Salah back as general forward. Yeah, confirm. So Mane coming off now, and Brewster is coming on for the last 10 minutes now. Well, no, we've got the game in the bag. 2-0 it's going to happen. But I want to make sure that some of these players do get a lot of rest. Just trying to make sure that we don't suffer from these injuries again like we did towards the end of last season. But 2-0. We won. A good start to the Premier League season. Look at that possession. Look at the shots. They only had one shot and it wasn't even on target. For the amount of domination we had, we should have done better. We should have done better. But a win's a win. We got 3 points. Next game is against Stoke City. Like I said, what we'll do the fast match mode on that, so we can try and get through to the end of the match quite quickly. But yeah, I mean, I feel the balance that we've got in the team now, I feel it's far more competitive than what it was with the season before. But we will see. We will see what happens, obviously. Now, I'm making sure that all of my reserve/youth players are being loaned out, playing for clubs, so they can get some time. Yep, so they've both gone as well. Complete the draw. We're not in the round of the League Cup anyway. Right, here we go. Match preview. Now, Kylian Mbappe isn't fully fit yet, so he's going to be on the subs bench. He will be ready to make a difference when I will put him on. Now, I'm going to bring on Renato Sanchez instead of Oxlade-Chamberlain. And potentially he will get a shout in the game as well at half time, because that's the only time where I can make a substitution in this. Vinicius Jr scores his first goal. So this is the thing, because obviously doing it a quick match, you only get one go doing substitutions. Joe Gomez will come off purely because he's got a yellow card, and I'm not going to risk that. I'm tempted. I am tempted. Kylian Mbappe will come on with Vinicius Jr. Give him a little rest now. And I won't do any more subs. That'll be it. Salah, Ndika, Mbappe, 4-0. 4-0 against Stoke City. Stoke played a lot better than Wolverhampton Wanderers. There we go. So, I mean, looking at the team so far, guys, obviously we still got talent. We've still got some time left in the transfer window. So, if you feel that I should bring someone else into the squad to give it a little bit more of a squad depth, please leave a comment. Let me know who you think I should try and bring in. But just so you know, I do have £51.8 million left within my transfer budget. So, think wisely. Think who you think could improve this Liverpool team. Okay. But apart from that, if you like the video, guys, smash a like on the video. Like I said, please leave a comment who you think might improve the team, make it better for us, obviously. And please, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I mean, we're doing more episodes. I did do a poll within the last video on episode 2. It will show up on the icon, top right corner. So when you see someone pop up there, when you watch the second episode, obviously look out and click on that, because I'll ask you what team do you think would be best to next do a season with. And there's a few teams there as well for you to choose from. But that's it from me, guys. Thank you very much for your time. This is TGR. That's Gaming Robo signing out from you all. Take care for now.